Yo, what's good, YouTube? This is Jay from TNJ. And man, through the first two games of the season, we are the #1 defense by far. We've only allowed 184 pass yards. To put that in perspective, there's a team that the next team 200 more pass yards allowed. Look at this total defense. Look at this. #1 in total defense, 449 yards allowed. And look at this interceptions, 13 interceptions, 3 more than any other team in the league. We are shutting it down through the air. Nobody can really throw on us yet. We haven't been tested. Maybe we'll get tested this week. We're going up against the Bills. Speaking of the Bills, we actually made a trade, 2 trades with the Bills. Let's just look at this, what we did. You know I'm a Broncos fan, so man, you know I had to scoop up some Broncos. So let's just go to the details here and see who exactly we got. And right away you see it. Our first trade here, D'Angelo Henderson is coming back to Denver. DeMarcus Walker, the 2 rookies, the right end out of Florida State. He actually led the NCAA in sacks last year. We drafted him in the 2nd round in real life. D'Angelo Henderson, I believe we got him in the 6th round. He's a small little feisty running back. I mean, he reminds me of Maurice Jones-Drew, to be honest. He's going to get some burn for the Broncos in real life. Jamal Charles is actually looking good, so Jamal Charles might take some time away from him. But we do deal a 4th round pick in Noah Spence in exchange for those 2, and 5th round pick, it looks like. So we pull off that trade, and then our second trade that we pulled off with them, we bring Isaiah McKenzie to the Broncos, man, and we trade a 4th round pick for him. Isaiah McKenzie is probably gonna play a big role in the Broncos season, in my franchise and in real life, because man, he is a straight burner. And what's funny is that both of these guys, D'Angelo Henderson and Isaiah McKenzie, are both small guys. I think they're both 5'7", 5'6". So let's look at Henderson here. The 69 overall, don't really worry about that because overalls can fluctuate. They're easy to get up. I mean, honestly, awareness weighs a big toll on overall. But here, 90 speed is going to be our fastest running back right away, tied with our fastest, 92 acceleration. He's got 76 strength. That's pretty good for a little guy. 83 carrying, so we don't have to worry about carrying too much. 61 elusiveness is really low, but 83 trucking for a 5'7" guy is insane. But look at this, he can catch. 65 catch is pretty good for running back. 60 route running, 82 juke move isn't bad. But look at his pass block. Pass block's 48, which is actually pretty high. I mean, for a running back, it's pretty high because look, Isaiah Crowell is only a 42, and he's not our best pass blocker, but CJ Spiller's in there. So D'Angelo Henderson is actually going to be in on 3rd downs because he can catch the ball at the backfield. He can do a lot. And who I want to get involved now, I got Isaiah McKenzie. He's going to be our 4th receiver. I'm going to move him up above Jerron Brown. 92 speed, 93 acceleration. But here's what gets me here. 80 catching. And for a 65 overall rookie, 80 catching is pretty good. I mean, his other things aren't very good. I mean, spectacular catch 75. He's a small guy, so I don't expect him to do much there. Catching Travis 69 and 69 route running. I'm going to have to get those 2 things up. But besides that, I mean, he's going to be a burner. So if he gets the ball in the open field, he might be gone. He might take it to the house. But also, what was crazy that I noticed after the last game, I go to awards here. Let's go to stats. Let's go to player of the week. And look who's player of the week 1, Tavon Wilson. Look who's week 2, Tavon Wilson once again. He gets 3 picks after getting 2 picks. So he has 2 pick sixes in his first 2 games. He's an animal. I mean, he is destroying the league. Man, the Bills are going to be in for a handful if they try to test him. But let's get into this gameplay. I'm excited to play with my new rookies. D'Angelo Henderson's going to be in on 3rd downs. And then Isaiah McKenzie, he's going to be our kick returner, punt returner, and our 4th receiver. So he's going to get in on some passing downs, not a lot, but he's definitely going to get the ball returning. So let's just get into this gameplay. Let's go. Man, this is going to be a real tough game. He has Taylor Gabriel, Tyreek Hill. He's got all kinds of speed at the wide receiver position. So our linebackers, if they get matched up on his receivers, it's going to be a long day for us. So here we are starting out the game, giving the ball to Carlos Henderson, and he's a guy that I haven't got going yet in this franchise yet, but here we're facing a 4th and 7 early on in this game, and I find Demaryius Thomas over the middle for the completion there. Jacoby Brissett, remember, he's getting to start this game because Brett Hundley, he just couldn't get it done. I mean, he's fast and everything, but, you know, speed isn't really everything. You got to have a quarterback that can make throws. And, you know, if you, like I said, I don't have an elite quarterback. I don't need an elite quarterback to be good, but I do need a guy to make throws like this right there. That was a perfect throw right there to Chris Godwin. So we're inside the red zone here early in the first quarter, and I can't find anything, so I'm scrambling out. And Jacoby Brissett, he actually showed that he's got some mobility that Brett Hundley has. He breaks the tackle, gets in for 6, so we do take the early 7-0 lead. But here on the first play that he gets from scrimmage, Tyreek Hill, this was what I was concerned about. He finds him on the first play for like an 80-yard touchdown pass, so he ties it up at 7 just like that. And Jacoby Brissett comes back on the field on the next drive, finds a little open lane. He's showing some mobility, and he's not slow by any stretch. He's not fast either. But here Isaiah Crowell is getting the handoff up the middle, and he finds a crease, breaks the tackle, and he's gone into the end zone. So the Broncos take an early 14-7 lead here in the first quarter. But remember, man, he's got that speed, so we got to watch out for his guys. And he finds an open guy after rolling out, throwing off his back foot. He actually has Beathard in as quarterback, who's a rookie this year. But there we get the sack there with Quan Alexander. We get in. I was actually kind of fooled on that play a little bit. I think I thought that was a run, but I ended up getting the quarterback anyway. So here he's finding his receiver, Sammy Coates, on the outside there on the out route. So here on a 3rd and 2, man, this is where he killed me a lot in this game. He scrambles out. He gets a first down. So on the next play, he's giving the ball up to his running back up the middle for a nice 12-13-yard gain. That's Amir Abdullah. Amir Abdullah, man, he's looking to have a big year for the Lions in real life. He's actually a pretty good player. He's small, but you know, he's really, really shifty. I know they have Theo Riddick there in Detroit as well, so they have a pretty good slew of backs there just in case somebody gets hurt. I mean, they don't miss a beat because they have multiple running backs that kind of play the same way. But here, I'm rolling out to the left, finding Carlos Henderson. I swerve, make a man miss. He points out his blocker, puts on a juke move, and he is going to make it into the end zone. What a play by Carlos Henderson. The run after catch is real for him. So we're getting him involved early in this game, something we haven't done the first couple games. And here he's finding his receiver open in the flats there. So this is turning into a shootout early in the game. We have all these points on the board here by the second quarter. But here he tries Darius Slay on 3rd down, and on 4th down, he's going to drop back to pass, and he's going to throw out to the flats. He had a couple of guys open. I was over the middle to cover that just in case, but he throws to the flat instead, so he turns the ball over. So I have the 21-14 lead before half. Throw the ball to Chris Godwin. I get down instead of taking the hit there, because I remember Chris Godwin fumbled a couple games ago, and I don't want that to happen again. And here, D'Angelo Henderson is getting his first carry as a Bronco, and that's a good sighting to see because I actually want him to eventually be the starting running back. Maybe I'll move Crowell for, some help on maybe defense or something, maybe a cornerback. Remember, I have Terrence Newman as my quarterback. He's kind of old. He's kind of slower, 87 speed, so I might want some help on the back end here. So here, under 2 minutes, he's running the 2-minute drill. He throws deep.
Give me that.
But that's going to be picked off by who else but big play Slay. Remember that first play of the game? He threw deep, and I kind of had to make an adjustment. I started using those coaching adjustments they have this year. New to Madden 18, you can match your corners up with their receivers by overall, by speed, by height, by anything pretty much. So I decided to match them up by speed. So Darius Slay is my fastest corner, so I decided to match him up with whoever's the fastest player on the field, which happened to be Tyreek Hill on that one. So he didn't burn us there. So we go into halftime with a 2-score lead, and he does get the ball at half, finds his tight end to the flats there, moving the ball pretty nice. So Beathard is actually pretty accurate. He was accurate all night. He didn't really throw any inaccurate passes, but look at the user. Look at where I start from in the beginning of this play, and look where I end up. So I start on the left side of the field. Look what I get to. Look where I catch it. He's throwing to the out route, and look how high my defender gets off the ground. Chidobe Awuzie, the rookie, stands out for us once again. So here on a third down, I cannot get a first down here, so I had to settle for a field goal again. That's one of our Achilles heels. We can't get first downs. Man, if we would have capitalized off that turnover, we could have probably put the game away early, but we do let him back in here. So he's down by 2 scores this time, and he does find his receiver over the middle. So on a 3rd and 1, Beathard drops back to pass, and he's going to find his guy over the middle, moving the chain. So Beathard is showing that accuracy, man. I mean, I would have never thought that he would be this accurate, but look at me. I'm missing 2 tackles, and Amir Abdullah gets in for the touchdown. So now it's a 10-point lead. He's trimming this lead, but here I find Gerald Everett over the middle. So here on a play-action pass, throwing a screen pass once again to Carlos Henderson, getting him the ball because he is showing us some things this game. He's showing some run after the catch ability. And here Isaiah Crowell is getting the handoff up the middle. Isaiah Crowell has been nothing but consistent for us this year, and he hasn't really been held in check really at all these games. But here I try to get down, and Gerald Everett gets smacked. I'm lucky to not fumble on that one. And here on a 2nd and 10, I'm rolling out, finding my receiver, Demaryius Thomas, and he meets his former teammate, Chris Harris Jr., gets smacked out of bounds. That's kind of a late hit on that one. But here I'm forcing a pass over the middle. I don't know what I was thinking there. I should have been running the ball there because I'm on the 4-yard line, 5-yard line, whatever I was on, and I forced the pass there. So he gets the ball back with down 10 late in the 3rd quarter, and this is when it's going to move into the 4th quarter. This is going to be a shootout here, man, and we're scoring points like no other. And who else is going to find his new acquisition? Remember I told you that he traded for him? Taylor Gabriel is going to take it all the way down to the 4-yard line. Tavon Wilson is going to save the touchdown on that one, but it doesn't matter because on the next play, he gets into the end zone, and he's only down 3 now. That interception really came back to bite us. But here on 2nd and 10, we get the ball right back, and we find our guy, Chris Godwin, who has been, a big surprise for us in the slot this year. He's been killing. So on the next play on a 1st and 10, I playmaker my guy up the field. And who else is it? It's Carlos Henderson once again, showing out this game. The Bronco in real life, he's hurt, but man, what a game by him. And there is Moats getting in for the sack. So Beathard is facing a 4th and 18 here. He throws it deep, but it is broken up that time, and we get the ball back, about to seal the game here. We give it to D'Angelo Henderson, and that was a 3rd and 10. Look at that hole that I missed. That could have been a walk-in touchdown. So I go for it actually on a 4th and 4, being a little greedy, and my receiver gets hit and drops it. So I give him life back. So he gets the ball back. 2 minutes left in the game, and he's rolling out. Beathard's got some pretty good speed, but he fakes the run this time, and he finds his receiver over the middle. And man, here I'm getting nervous because he's starting to move the ball. He throws a perfect touch pass. Beathard has got that accuracy this game. I mean, I'm playing pretty good defense, and he's finding his guys open, and we cannot keep Amir Abdullah out of the end zone. So now that lead is trimmed back down to 3, and on a 1st and 10, I give it to Isaiah Crowell. All I need is a first here to seal the game, and that's what I'm going to do on this run. The tackle battle is going to be won by Isaiah Crowell, and that's going to be it. Carlos Henderson, what a game by him. He had some great plays after the catch, hoping to get that good XP for this game. Tavon Wilson ends his interception streak, but Quan Alexander gets an interception. Jacoby Brissett, he gets his spot back in the lineup. He has a good game. Isaiah Crowell does his thing. And you know what? Joey Bosa didn't do anything that game. I think he might be on the trade block. So hit subscribe, hit that like button. We'll be back for the next episode.